Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. This is going to be a very special birthday message for Aquarius. What's going on, Aquarius? How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing very well. Aquarius, happy birthday, friends. Welcome to it. Today is January 21st, first day of Aquarius, so welcome to your reading for your birthday season. Like I said at the top, I hope you're doing well. I hope that whenever you're celebrating, either here on the first day or the very last day of Aquarius season, whenever your birthday is, I hope you have an amazing time with your friends and your family. And if you know me, guys, if you have cake and ice cream, have a serving for me. It's like the best dessert in the world, in my opinion, of course. Anyway, Aquarius, welcome back to your birthday reading. If you've seen me do this for you the past year, I think I've only done this for a year, maybe? Yeah, I think I've only done it for a year, so I did for you guys this time in 2019, so here we are, 2020. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay a 6-card spread for you guys. Each position has a specific meaning, which we'll go over when we introduce ourselves to the card. And then at the end, there will be an oracle card for you guys that speaks to the whole situation. I'll pick one of the decks that are over to my side here. And all the timestamps for that will be down in the description box. So if you just want to jump straight to the reading, feel free. That's why I put that information down there for you guys. If you want to skip to the oracle and just see that first, you can do that as well. There will be a timestamp for that. Also down there is the information you're going to need. Oh, I forgot to turn the music down. 1 second. There we go. So yeah, information down in the description box if you want to get a personal reading with me. You simply follow the instructions that are there. You send a payment through PayPal. I'm eventually probably going to get Cash App in case that's easier for some of you guys. But that'll be maybe in a month or so, or who knows. But anyway, so if you have any questions, though, before you place an order, feel free to email me at the same address. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, like, share, subscribe, and comment, Aquarius. If you guys like the video today, if you resonate with the message, let me know down in the comments section. And do all that fun stuff YouTube allows you to do, because it keeps your girls circulating in this jungle that we know of as the YouTube tarot world, okay? All right, let's get into it. I have shuffled off camera and meditated off camera. I like to keep it as close to when I hit record as possible. So let me just make sure we're totally in your energy right now, Aquarius. Yeah, we're in it. Cool. All right, so let's get into it. Birthday messages for Aquarius during your birthday season, please. Messages for Aquarius during their birthday season. There you go. So, card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No bottom of the deck because we will be doing an oracle card. And let's see if we can position these fairly quickly. Ah, that's pretty good, almost. There we go. Cool. All right, Aquarius, let's get into it. Your first card here coming in to start the reading is the King of Wands. So some of you might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign energy, but you don't have to be. This first position, you can kind of consider this what you're coming into your birthday period with. Like, what is the knowledge you have already? What is the experience that you have? What is the energy that's either working for you, or something that you might need to conquer, or something that you might need to sort of come to terms with, you know? But in terms of what I'm feeling, it feels like if you're not dealing with another person, this would just be the energy that you might be embodying. I feel that, Aquarius, I feel like a lot of self-possession. I feel like ownership here. I feel as though you or whoever this person is in your life is really kind of radiating and like pulsating, like, what do you call it? Yeah, radiating, pulsating, like, the vibe of this person, male or female, doesn't matter, fire sign or not, it doesn't matter, is sort of no nonsense, very level-headed, I guess. And you know, I'm making an error here in your reading. I didn't even flip all these cards, so I'm still gonna talk about that. But I totally forgot that I flip all the cards before I start the reading. Wow. Sorry about that. So take a gander. If you are familiar with the cards, you can kind of get a sneak peek of what we might be talking about later. But I'm still going to, you know, continue to talk about this King of Wands. Now, I do feel like this person is very much in control of themselves, whoever they are, you know. They command respect. They don't demand it. They don't, you know, bully other people, or this person is not a heavy, like they don't lean on any, tactics to get people on their side, or to get people to respect them, or to get people to kind of, this person, whoever they are, they kind of walk into a room and they kind of command that space. Or if they don't command the space, again, they command themselves. This is, again, a very self-possessed person, Aquarius. And some of you, this is you. Some of you, this is someone around you, or a combination of the two. I don't feel that this is adversarial. If you know this person, I think that you're on their good side. They're on your good side. I don't really feel bad blood. But what I'm feeling, that might be the crux of the situation, is this person might be so accomplished or come off that way. This person might come off as if like they have everything they need. Okay. So this person might come off as, oh, they have everything they need, they're confident, they're secure, they're stable. What can I offer them? Or what do they want with me? What, like, why would we be friends? Why would we be connected to each other? Now, this is your birthday reading. This is during your birthday period. You may have known this person for years. You may have just met them. I don't know. But my point in saying, not only talking about how long you may or may not have known this person, but also this is your birthday message. This is not specifically geared towards love, but I am feeling for a good portion of Aquariuses, maybe like 20 to 30% of you, this could have romantic overtones to it. But in other cases, this is business, this is partnership, this is friendship, this is just, going out and socializing with people, or getting to know a friend of a friend. Like, you may have known someone a long time, Aquarius, and then like you're introduced to, oh, this is my, your friend's other friend. You know what I mean? A friend of a friend. Yes, that's the term we use. A friend of a friend. So whoever this person is, or however you appear to others, the King of Wands is not traditionally known to be the most stable king, the most flush in terms of material gain, but the confidence of this person is very apparent. They are not someone easily shaken. They're not easily, thrown off their game. They're very charming. They might be articulate or have great conversation. They could be really funny. There's something about them that leaves you, or you leave other people, because again, it's like either way with Aquariuses. Some of you are definitely, taking on these mannerisms, taking on these characteristics for yourself. And you're walking into rooms, Aquarius, and you are, impressing people and leaving impact on people, or leaving a good first impression on people, or you're sticking in people's memory, right? But if I'm honest, that's for a lesser number of Aquariuses. So two statistics here, or two percentages, not statistics, percentages here. Romantic potentiality is feeling about 20 to 30%. And as far as this energy being yours, Aquarius, I'm feeling maybe the same, maybe like 20 to 30%, something like that. So you just remember those numbers, okay? Or remember how I'm coming across in this energy, because I'm probably going to speak to this as not Aquarius. Because, yeah, I'm drawn to for this not to be you. Even though in many cases it will be, okay? And I'm going to talk about this in non-romantic terms, but in some of your cases it will be, okay? I just want to clarify that from the top. So, as a king, same with the queens, or same with any king in the deck, right? You're at the top of your game here. Could be recent promotions, or it could be you're in a very comfortable position at your job, whether you were promoted or not, whether you make a lot of money or not. There's just like a certain level of security with the kings. They are very, I don't want to say stuck, but they don't have to get involved in anything they don't want to. Okay. So this person, whether it's you or someone else, can pick and choose what they get involved in, or whom they get involved with, okay? So coming into your birthday period, Aquarius, you might have your eye on someone or they might have their eye on you. And it's kind of like a looking up and down thing, like evaluation. You know, the king, like I said, is seated on that throne. He's not going to get up just for anything. You know, he's not just going to, you know, I mean, imagine it, you know, sitting in a throne room or sitting on court, you know, wherever royalty goes, you know. Aside from, like, you know, in this day and age, like public publicity, is it very common for a king or a queen or anyone of royal status to just go out and mingle with the people? I mean, we make like Netflix series about it and like, you know, Princess Diaries and shit like that, you know, Hollywood movies, but in reality, it's not very common for that to happen, for the royal person that sits on the throne to just get up and walk amongst the people and, you know, sort of congregate with them. I'm not saying this to say that this person or this energy is about ego. It's not. It's about comfortability. This person chooses to leave their throne if they want. They will not be drawn away from their throne, okay? So there's something here, I think I mentioned it somewhere when I was speaking before, about the energy of this person might make others go, well, what can I offer this person? Or I don't know what they need from me. I don't know what they want from me. And it might come off as intimidation, or it might read as intimidation. And I'm not sure if that's exactly, I'm not sure that you or whoever would be the person going, oh, I don't know what to give this person, or I don't know what they would want from me. I'm not sure that it's about intimidation, but it could read that way. That's interesting. That's very, okay, there we go. Because, yeah. Intimidation, incapable, or incompatibility. It could be that, incompatibility. Some people might believe, oh, this person, you know what I mean? Like, if this was dating, for those who it would apply to your dating life, it could be you look at this person or they look at you and the thought is, out of my league. This person is out of my league. There's no way I could get a date with this person. There's no way they would be interested in me. There's something, okay, thank you, insecurity, thank you. Something here about insecurity, incompatibility, like, why would this person go for me? Like, you could be, let's just, you know, I'm just going to draw on something that's so stereotypical. Say you're a guy and you stand 5'3", and I'm not here to make jokes. It's probably very rough for a lot of men who are shorter than the average man, right? I mean, a lot of women won't even give a guy who is below, 5'10", 5'9"? A lot of women won't even give a guy like that a shot. Not all women, but many. And so if you're a man who's like 5'2" and a very attractive woman of average height, or, you know, maybe she's like 5'7" herself, or 5'8", whatever, and she is like into you, it's like, what? It doesn't make sense, because on paper, to others, according to quote unquote the rule book, or how things normally go, again, in a stereotypical way, shorter men usually don't have taller women interested in them, right? Because of that stereotype, because of that being sort of what is expected, someone here is like looking at the King of Wands going, out of my league. I can't believe this person is interested in me. Why are they interested in me? Don't they see how short I am? And again, it's just an arbitrary example. You know, you could talk about this being about money, status. This could be about education level. This could be about physical appearance. Yes, could be about, I live in the middle of, here I go again, Boise, Idaho. Shout out to Boise, because I always mention Boise. You could be like, I live in Boise. This person I met online, they live in, Brazil, and the stereotype of people from Brazil is that they're gorgeous and they're models and they're very, sexually fluid or very open with sensuality and stuff like that. And here I am, capital of potatoes. It's like, what is the connection here? We are culturally different. Okay, so it's something like that. Interesting. Your second card, Aquarius. Okay, that explains that. 7 of Cups. Now this is what's coming into your present moment, sort of at the core of what's going on with you during your birthday period. It's something that, again, it can help you or it can hinder you. And what I'm feeling is that this is kind of illuminating the confusion you feel related to the King of of Wands, or how someone feels towards you. It is the way when someone looks at you or you look at them, you're like, you know, again, why would you want to work with me? Why do you want to be with me? Why do you want to date me? Why do you want to talk to me? You know, and it's not suspicious. It's not like, you know, detective's cap. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out, you know, what your dirty little plan is. I mean, some of you might have that angle, but it's more of like a, perhaps you feel whoever the King of Wands is has the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about options, right? So there might be, again, like in a dating scenario, you might meet someone, Aquarius, and I'm just going to stick with the short man and taller woman thing, just because I think, you know, I'm not trying to poke fun at anybody. If that's the life experience you're in, great, you know, mazel tov, please, you know, more power to you. But I just wanted to, it's one of those things where when most people see it, it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of odd, quote unquote odd, even though there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing is inherently wrong with a short man dating a tall woman and vice versa, right? But when we see it, we're kind of, it's a head scratcher. For a lot of people, it's a head scratcher, you know? So, regardless of how attractive the people are, just talking about height difference here. Now, Seven of Cups would say, if you, who is knocking at my door? One second. Excuse me. Apologies about that, Aquarius. My lovely neighbor lady picked up a package for me, so she's giving it to me. Anyway, so the Seven of Cups, again, shorter guy, taller woman. You, if you're the shorter man, Aquarius, or the taller woman, let's take the case of the shorter man, because the taller woman apparently has all the options she can have, right? That's what that's what the shorter man would be thinking. It's like, she could have any guy, you know, she could date anybody, you know, why me? He could be handsome as hell. This 5'2" guy has nothing to do with it, right? Something like that is going on here, that someone believes someone else could have anything else in the world, or any other option, right? With the Seven of Cups. And it's like a why me? Like, why would you pick me out of all the people to work with, out of all the people that you could get to know or want to be invested in, want to spend time with, want to get to know, want to, you know, spend time with, have meals with, do all this other kind of stuff. Why do you want to do this with me? There's another part of this. What is that? Oh, okay. Okay, so they're letting me know in many of your cases, not all, because, you know, it can't be all, but in many of your cases, this merging, whatever this is, romantic, business partnership, friendship, it doesn't matter. There's a closeness that's going to happen between you and this King of Wands person. Whether you be the King of Wands or someone else is the King of Wands, there is a merger that's going to happen. Why? Because, again, the King of Wands does not frivolously go out and make connections, doesn't frivolously go out and get involved in situations or relationships just cause. Kings make moves with certainty and intention. This King of Wands, very passionate, very much in control of themselves, very much knowing where their passion lies, knowing where they're going to want to invest themselves. You know, Wands are about desire. It's about feeding your soul, essentially. What do I want internally? What is calling out to me in the world that says, this is what I want, this is what I need in my life, this is what I want to pursue. Now, again, romantic or not, doesn't matter. So, this Seven of Cups speaks to how someone will react when the offer or the prospect of merging begins to be shown. Because it's not like an offer. I mean, in some cases it is. Do you want to go on a date? I would love to sit down and talk to you about this business proposal. When do you have free time? Like, this King of Wands is not going to be making any bones about setting up dates, setting up lunches, you know, getting to know you. This person will be very forthright. Could be you, could be someone else, right? As that progression happens, this Seven of Cups bubbles up in the other person. Okay, I can't be sure which side you're on, Aquarius, because some of you are this King of Wands, some of you are not. But whoever is not the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups becomes, well, how do I proceed? Oh God, that's sad. Because like I'm getting like flustered. I'm getting I'm not getting nervous, but I'm getting the idea of nervousness, anxiousness. I'm getting like sweaty palms, you know, like the whole deal. Like the whole thing of, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to fumble this opportunity. Oh my God, you know, if it's a date, you got to make, you know, you're checking your teeth in the mirror, you're straightening your hair, you're checking your makeup, you know, you're adjusting yourself, you're doing all the things, and you're sitting across the dinner table from this person, or you're sitting across the conference table from this person, you're on Skype with this person, and this Seven of Cups, for whoever is not the King of Wands, is just like, it's constantly in their head. Everything I say or do, I'm being judged by this person. I don't want to mess this up. It's a huge opportunity for me. This person is amazing. They're funny. They're all this other kind of stuff. And there's just like this impending doom, or there's this feeling of pressure. Thank you. This feeling of they're showing they're showing me like, okay, for those who like, okay, you can just imagine it like a circus trick. You know how some people like do circus tricks where like they're riding a unicycle, they're juggling, you know, bowling pins, they're balancing a sword on their nose, and like they're like not only unicycling forward, they unicycle backwards onto like a U ramp. It's like this ridiculous trick where you're trying not to mess anything up. You're trying to stay balanced. You're trying to keep those bowling pins in the air. Oh my God, I don't want to drop this sword and like slice my leg off. It's just like a whole thing that it could be very overwhelming for the person who is not the King of Wands. And I think that's interesting because it doesn't feel like the King of Wands is even thinking in these terms. Because again, I'm telling you, whoever this person is, you or someone else, they are not worried about it. They've already decided. The fact that they've left their throne, left their castle, are reaching out and saying, hey, let's connect, let's sit down and talk, let's go out to lunch, let's go to a dinner and a movie, whatever. Because this person is initiated. Kings don't have to initiate. They're already at the top of the food chain, you know what I mean? But because this person has chosen to initiate, the worry should, from this person's perspective, the worry should disappear for the other person. So it's kind of sort of in line with fire energy and what can sometimes be overly confident or arrogant energy coming from the King of Wands. This person already knows, yeah, I do have choices. I could have, you know, reached out to other investors, or I could have reached out to other employees. This could be your boss. This could be somebody who wants to mentor you. I want you to jump onto our management program, and I'm going to be the one who leads you along the way. Or I want to, you know, have a hand in you polishing up your business proposal, whatever. This person knows I didn't have to choose you. And again, that the way I'm expressing it might sound egotistical or arrogant. I'm not sure that this person is. They might be. But that person knows I don't have to make this offer to you, Aquarius, or you, Crosswatcher, whoever. They know. They know. I'm in this position as the King of Wands because I earned it, because I am truly confident, because I do truly believe in myself, because I do have certain passions and desires in life, because I do have, you know, a certain charm about me where people ask me out for dates or are always flirting with me, but I don't flirt back with them. When this person chooses to do anything, they mean that shit. So they don't understand. I'm telling you, this person doesn't understand why whoever is receiving the offer is nervous all the time, or flustered, or anxious, or you know, very cautious about, you know, saying the wrong things or doing the wrong things. It's really it's kind of cheesy, but really, Aquarius, this feels like, you know, I have chosen you. So, you know, I have said it, so let it be done kind of energy. Whether that's in business, romance, I don't know. But this person has stepped forward, and because they've stepped forward, it's a done deal in their mind, okay? The other person's mind, it's not a done deal. It's very confusing for them. They don't get it. Again, Mr. Standing 5'2", the very attractive woman who's 5'7", 5'8" is like, hey, can I get your number? And he's like, what? Me? And I'm making like a ridiculous voice, but he could be very charming and good looking himself. But it's just like so unheard of from that person's perspective that anyone would want to choose them, or anyone of a certain stature or a certain level or type of attractiveness would want them. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. The third position, you have the Hermit card, Major Arcana for, don't blank, come on, Virgo, thank you. Major Arcana for Virgo, Aquarius. So some of you could be dealing with Virgo, but you don't have to be. This is about moving forward, sort of what the future holds, or what's going to sort of walk with you or carry you out of your birthday period. Again, it could help you. It could be a deterrent, or not a deterrent, but a challenge to you. But, well, it does feel like there's going to be a pause in the action, or there needs to be a pause. If there's not going to be, there might need to be a pause in the action, because the Hermit is about sort of like a halftime show, you know? Like I said, a break in the action. It's like, it's longer than a timeout, but it's not the complete end of the game. It's like that really long, like the Super Bowl halftime show, you know what I mean? It's like 40 minutes of programming, right? So is it 40 minutes? Probably like a half hour. I don't know. Anyway, so it's like you or them or the pair of you, you know, you go to your separate locker rooms, you go over the plays, you watch some footage, you drink some Gatorade, and then you come back out and finish the game. That's what this feels like. While away in your locker rooms, while away, you know, from each other, time apart, you know, if this is about a business proposal or having to create something, you might, you know, need to go back to, you know, this person, if they're like your boss, they might, you know, say, well, I've got a business trip coming up for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is. I want you to work on this while I'm away. This could be what happens. You work on it while you're away. The Hermit is a solitary energy. More to the point of what it means in tarot, it means going into the depths of yourself, the murky parts of yourself, and kind of exposing some of the unresolved issues or unresolved pain or hurt or suffering that you've undergone. This could be healing old wounds, things like that. Now, to combine that with, you know, a business proposal or working on something in terms of like furthering your career, this could be illuminating, or this could be the work that you do that shines a light on those insecurities that you have. Now that your boss has handpicked you, or someone in leadership at your company has handpicked you to present something or create something or get into a certain mentorship program, right? That might trigger you in your insecurities. It might take you back to school, take you back to college when, you know, you were going up for certain committees, or you had to work on certain theses or something like that, and like your advisor, like, you know, tore your work to shit. Your cohorts or your peers, they didn't think you could do this well, and you were critiqued harshly. So there's like little trigger points, or, you know, your parents set awfully high expectations of you, and, you know, you could have been in one of those families where, you know, if it's not an A on that report card, you have failed. If it's not an A, it's a failure. So you come in with an A minus, you failed. You know, so there's something where this person coming into your life, Aquarius, or you into theirs, has triggered something deeply buried or deeply submerged or repressed that is related to insecurity, that is related to anxiety, that is related to it's related to conditioning of feeling not good enough. That's interesting. I'm using the word conditioning. Okay, thank you. Because of the sort of the scenario that I was just sort of painting, where it's not that you are not smart, it's not that you are not accomplished. That's a high bar. If you literally grew up in a household where A's were the only grades that mattered, and you literally brought home an A minus or a B plus, and your parents or whoever was the guardian of you, whoever you looked up to, whoever was instilling, you know, your character, your personality, or cultivating your personality rather, and they said it wasn't good enough, like, are you serious? People are out here getting C's and they're getting the same degree that I am. You know, so I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that harsh criticism, that high bar that you or someone else had to jump over, or, you know, the hurdles that you had to, you know, jump over to make someone happy, or to make someone say, to validate you as their child, or as someone who was smart enough or accomplished enough, right? That has nothing to do with your innate abilities. That is conditioned into you. So that's why I'm using that word. And that's kind of what this feels like. I feel like this person, King of Wands, arrives in your life, Aquarius, very naturally drawn to you, or sees potential in you, is interested in you, is attracted to you for whatever reason. And because of how you've been brought up, the experiences that you've had, what you have learned about yourself, how you have learned to value yourself, or the other person, you know, please swap this around, you know, you know what side you're on. But because of that conditioning, it's like so foreign to you, and you're very suspect of it, or you don't understand it, and it confuses you with that Seven of Cups. The Hermit, as you have some time apart, not an extended time. This is very interesting. I'm letting you know. Yeah, and they let me know. Yes, with everything up there, they let me know. This is short. This Hermit card, this time apart, this time out, this halftime show, the game must go on, you know? as sometimes depressing as that can be with the Super Bowl here in the States, you know, after the halftime show, there is still some game to play. Sometimes it's good, you know, but sometimes you're just like, okay, I'm done. You know, halftime is over, you know, thank you, whoever performs, and that's it. But, so it's letting me know, or they're letting me know that, this is an intermission, basically. It's not the end of the end of the game. It's not the end of the play. There's more to come here. So in this brief intermission, and I say brief because the Hermit usually is a very extended period of time. It's work that is slow to get going, or slow to show progress, slow to show results. This is like a hyped up, like, you know, adrenaline shot Aquarius, Hermit. So they trigger you. They say, hey, let's go on a date. Or, hey, I think you would be perfect for this project. Do you think you could, you know, bring me some ideas in 2 weeks? And you say, yes, I would love to go on a date with you. Or, yes, I can do that for you. I've got great ideas already. And this person is like, great, 2 weeks, give me a presentation, come by my office, you know, we'll do lunch after, and, you know, it'll be great. And you're just like, I just agreed to do this thing, and holy shit, I feel ill-equipped to do it. I just agreed to go on a date with that really tall woman, and here I am being Kevin Hart or whoever else, Tom Cruise or some shit like that. And there's another attractive woman who could have any man in the world, but she chose me. Holy shit, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? There's like a panic. In that panicking mode, toss that aside. Whoever you are, toss that aside. Focus on the trigger. Why are you nervous? Why are you anxious? Why do you feel secure? It's not because of this person. It's because of things that have happened previous, like I said, that you've been conditioned into, that you've repressed, forgotten about, that you have never thought of in these terms. There's something here. Thank you. The Hermit is here to meet spiritual challenges. It's a healing energy. Again, tied to Virgo, 6th house energy, house of nursing and caretaking and service to others. Okay? So, this is telling you, you have work to do, Aquarius, or the other person has work to do on a spiritual level to clean some of that shit up. Now, why do I say there's a rush? Because of all the things that come after. The 4th position, hello. 4th position and the 5th position, Aquarius, you can kind of think of these, since it's your birthday period, as the gifts or the presents that you've asked for, that are kind of coming to you because you've hoped for them, and they're meant to reward you or meant to help you in some type of way. They're not detrimental. So you have 2 cards that are very auspicious, or at least potentially auspicious. We'll see if it actually is. Now, the first one is the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Fire sign energy again, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so that's twice with fire sign energy. If you are dealing with a fire sign, take that as a little bit of a confirmation. But here we go. Progress, progress, progress. Quick, out the gate. Bing, bing, bing. What is that? Bing, bing, bing. That's not even the sound of a gun. Boom, boom, boom. That's not a... Pow, pow, pow. There you go. That's the sound of a gun. It's like very quick. Oh my God, with the damn focus. It's very quick energy. All the knights are quick. The Knight of, well, not all the knights, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest. Well, I mean, they're all on horseback, so they're much faster than anybody on feet. But the Knight of Wands, second fastest of the knights. Again, we're back to this idea of passion and exploding forward with fervor and eagerness, right? I feel as though it's definitely coming off of this King of Wands. So this person, when they say, meet me here, or let's set up a lunch date, or let's go here, they mean that. They don't cancel plans, this person. If they do, it would have to be a hell of an emergency. This person is very much, I mean what I say, and I do, how's that phrase go? I mean, whatever. They mean what they say. They follow through with their plans. They're not beating around the bush. They're not BSing you. They want to succeed. I mean, they're already used to it in a certain way because they come in as the King of Wands. So they're used to, in some cases, they're used to getting what they want. You know, a lot of like savvy business people are like that. You know, they don't take no for an answer, or, you know, whatever mantras people in the business world, or, you know, very successful professionals, whatever they say, you know, that's not my life. I don't vibe with that really. But anyway, there's a lot of those people who are tenacious, and, you know, one person says no, then you move on to the next because this person is confident in, I have a great idea. I have the keys to success. I know how to make this product, or I know how to make this idea work. I just need to work with people who can see the same vision that I do, who want to be, you know, all that kind of very positive and very confident, optimistic language. This person has it if we're talking business and career, right? If we're talking love and romance, it's the same deal. Now, I don't want to make it seem as though this person is pushy in terms of romance. I think that they, you know, in combination, I'm not seeing someone who pushes, you know, past the word no. They would take the hint of a no for sure. But they're also very confident. It's like, I'm not usually told no. And I'm not sensing a creep here. If you're dealing with a creep, this is not who I'm talking about. This person is not a creep. They just absolutely are used to not hearing no. Again, because I think this person recognizes other people find me charming, other people find me interesting, a lot of people flirt with me, or they're infatuated with me, and all I gotta do is show up. King of Wands, again, just shows up on a throne. Doesn't move. Just stands there or sits there, right? So this person knows that, like moths to a flame, guys or girls or both, or all in between, in the romantic sector, they know they can have their choice. I mentioned that before, and that's still their attitude with the Knight of Wands. But because they've chosen to work with you or come towards you, Aquarius, that is now their goal, or you are now their goal, right? So all other, you know, competitors can get off the field, or, you know, all other contenders can step aside. Aquarius is my goal. I'm going to mount my horse, and I'm going to ride straight towards Aquarius. This person becomes like laser focused on whatever they set their sights on, okay? Now, I think now, again, I told you these two positions are quote unquote benefits or rewards or gifts towards you, right? Whoever, and I feel bad because I've said this about, this is happening to Aquariuses. And again, I don't think that cannot be 100%. Some of you, you're the Knight of Wands, you're the King of Wands, right? But it's something here where whoever I'm talking to primarily is someone who is coming out of a slump, is coming from a place where they're not used to dealing with so much passion, so much excitement, so much enthusiasm. Maybe, again, in terms of your dating life and or your business life, you've been doing the same old thing. You know, if you've been out on dating apps, going on blind dates, having your friends set you up, and you haven't met anybody of substance, you haven't met anybody that you've wanted to get to know past a few dates, or maybe you did meet people, but then it naturally fizzled out, or people ghosted you. That's quite a slump that you were in, Aquarius, right? You meet this person and they're just gung-ho. Like from the moment you've met, boom, I'm interested in you, Aquarius, and it takes you back. Because that's not what you're used to. You're used to kind of like this gray area, this mushy, like blah kind of quality in your dating life, where it's like, it's not abysmal, but it's not amazing either. It's just, it's just okay. You know, now someone comes along and they're just like a breath of fresh air to you. Same in business. You're used to getting up, going to work, punch the clock, work 9 to 5. You know, you do these projects at work. You know, take on these tasks. You're just used to the humdrum of it all. And then to have one of your bosses come towards you, or this business proposal come towards you from outside of, maybe that's what it is, outside of your company. Maybe you're being headhunted by somebody else, and you're kind of like, what? Your head spins. That's why I think this is beneficial. It's shaking you up, because Aquarius, you are a strong, dynamic energy, masculine air energy. You're not, no offense to any other signs who might be watching, you're not like docile. You're not like, you know, a wallflower most of the time. Aquariuses are very vocal. Aquariuses are usually very well aware of themselves. But I feel as though you may be in a spot right now in your life, Aquarius, where it just that wasn't your groove for a while. Now, I say that because the Knight of Wands touches both the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups. And I feel as though this Knight of Wands, determined as heck, okay? This person is not going to give up. I'm going to let you know that, whether it's in business, whether that's in romance. And again, if it's romance, they're not a creep. They're just really attracted to you, okay? In either case, they're not going to give up, but they are confused because, again, when they propose, let's go to lunch, let's go out on a date, blah, 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 the answer they get is yes. But then there are certain things that happen between now and whenever you go out, now, whenever you schedule the meeting, that they're kind of like, are you sure? Because they're touching the Seven of Cups. They're able to read or observe the confusion that is coming from the other person, which again, I've assigned to Aquarius. And if that's not you, go ahead and flip it, okay? This person can see that. And so I don't know that they're going to turn away. No, they're not. They're a little like, they don't get it. Because there's like an initial yes, and then there's like a yes, ... comma, even though that's not great, you don't need the comma. But anyway, ... But, you know, that delay and that but, or there's something going on between, yes, I'll go on a date with you. Yes, I want to schedule this meeting. Yes, I'm excited about this opportunity. And before we get to, you know, the circled date on the calendar, something happens. And this person is like, wait, I thought you were sure. Or I thought this is what we agreed upon. Okay, that could be it. Okay. So maybe that's it. I told you that. This person doesn't like cancel plans, right? It would have to be an emergency. So let's say you had to go on a date with this person, You agreed to go on a date with this person, and you set the date for a Friday. This person's like, oh, or you contact them. Actually, can we move it to the following Tuesday? And they're like, huh? Like, I chose Friday because, like, that's the optimal date night. You know, everybody can sort of stay up late. Most people don't work Saturday morning. And now you want to change it to a date, you know, going into a Wednesday? This person's like, I guess, like, because I'm interested in you, but why? You know, they're like, why do you want to do that? If this is business and, you know, you agree to work on something for 2 weeks, and then you kind of get into that hermit energy of, I've been triggered into something I don't understand. I've been triggered into my insecurities. And you're like, oh, can I get like 2 extra days to work on this? They're kind of like, okay, but, you know, We made plans to have this done and executed and finalized by this date. Why are you changing it? They don't understand your method. They don't understand your motivation. Thank you. That's the N word I wanted. The motivation of why you want to change plans. Okay. The fifth card, Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, same energy or same, not reasoning. Oh my God, what's the word? Same influence in the reading as the fourth position. Okay, so it's like a gift. It's something that is here to help you or guide you or assist you as you travel through this birthday period. Now, Knight of Cups, similar energy. Okay, determination. There's something going on between this and this that is a little bit of a hiccup. Between the Seven of Cups and the Hermit, there's like a hiccuping thing going on here. That halftime show is a doozy. Because the Knight of Wands, again, trickling back to the King of Wands, is just go, 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 go. And the Knight of Cups is also a go, go, go energy. But recall that, you know, again, the Knight of Wands is touching the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups. The Knight of Cups is touching the Seven of Cups and the Hermit. So there is a go energy here. It's slower. It's not as confident. It's a little more spacey. No, that's drunk. They're like spacey, drunk. I'm like, okay, discombobulated. There you go. It's more discombobulated than the Knight of Wands is, right? Because it's got the Seven of Cups and it's got the Hermit. So there is desire, because cups are about emotion. So it does relate back to the Knight of Wands as well with desire, but it's not clear. Thank you. It's not clear. Knight of Wands is very clear. Knight of Wands is, this is what I want. I'm going for it. Knight of Cups is like, this is what I want, ... but, or this is what I want, ... I think, you know, so there is possibly some second guessing going on here with the Knight of Cups, which I think might affect the Knight of Wands a little bit, but I do feel it's more about the person who is being approached by the King of Wands, who is being approached by the Knight of Wands. Okay? It's like this person is so attractive. They're so amazing. You do want to work with them. You do want to go out on dates with them, right? But, okay. It's like he's trying to match, this Knight of Cups is trying to match the Knight of Wands. And again, we're talking about insecurity. We're talking, impostor syndrome, okay? So in terms of business, go ahead and Google that really quickly. Impostor syndrome is very real for many people in their careers, right? Where you sign on to do something, or you land a job, or you work with people and you feel inept. You feel as though you're faking it and people are one day going to find out and fire you. It's like this real, anxiety space to be in daily. So that could be what's going on here. This Knight of Cups might be trying to match the fervor and the excitement and the can-do attitude of the Knight of Wands, and they're kind of faking it, right? Trying to put on a brave face. Now, again, how is this beneficial? Because these both are beneficial positions. One, Knights are all about progress, right? They always move forward, whether they're going, at a breakneck speed or whether they're slowly clopping along like the Knight of Pentacles would be. It doesn't matter. They're always moving towards a goal. You have passion. You have this eye of the tiger, like driven for success energy here. But then you also have this, the Knight of Cups, aside from, being discombobulated, there's heart there. They care. This is a card of compassion. This is a card of, I'm not trying to hurt anything. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt other people. I want to be careful. I want to be careful, but I want to, honesty. Thank you. Genuineness, right? This is not a false knight. This isn't a knight that operates purely on their own desire or their own behest or their own benefit, right? It's a communal energy. So that could be there could be a combination of those energies that are, okay, I see what they're doing. Yes, there could be a combination of both of those energies that is very hard to find, because you have determination, go, 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 and then you have a little more reserved, you know, let's play nice, everybody gets a slice of the pie. This is like, but it's my pie. I want the pie for myself, or I want the pie and I only want to share it with people I want to share it with. This person or this energy, this Knight of Cups is more, well, we should share the pie equally. And this, the Knight of Wands is more the energy that says, well, I put in the most effort, so I should get the most pie. You know what I mean? So those two energies are not always copacetic, right? Fire, water, right? Put fire on water, it evaporates. You put water on fire, it douses it, right? And two things I'm going to mention. The first one I'm going to mention is the Temperance card, because the final thing is up there with the Chariot card. Temperance in the tarot deck, right? In this deck and other decks, you will see the angel, which is represented by Sagittarius fire energy, balancing water in two chalices. In some decks, it's actually balancing fire and water between the two chalices. That is a process of alchemy that is very, I don't want to say hard, but it's tricky. It's tricky to get that balance. This is good for you, Aquarius, because I think you would revel in that. Naturally, an Aquarius loves a challenge, especially to their intellect, especially towards their capability. Aquarius is very much known to be not an egotist, but of the three air signs, I think you would sing your praises the fastest. That's not a read. I'm not throwing shade, but I just think that's honestly what it is. Gemini is too busy trying to like impress other people, and you know, they lose their train of thought in the middle of their sentence. Libra is too busy trying to flirt with everybody and too busy trying to play nice, and Aquarius is just like, no, I'm really like, I know what I'm doing here. Oh, I could do that. Or you know, like, I feel you're just more ready to take on trying to find a good balance between these two energies. Okay, now I keep saying energies. They can translate into people. So after, again, assuming you are the one receiving the offers, Aquarius, I think after the Super Bowl halftime, okay, you come back on the field, you're ready to play this game. You're down 14 points. Everybody says Team Aquarius is going to lose the Super Bowl this year. You're like, go in the locker room. You're like, you know what? We've gotten to the Super Bowl. Here I go, being like your little tarot coach or some shit like that. We've gotten this far to the Super Bowl. No other teams made it. No other person was selected for this mentor program. The King of Wands, in terms of dating, you ask them, so are you like seeing other people? This person is like, no, I'm not. I'm only seeing you. I'm only versing you in the Super Bowl, Aquarius. Let's go. Right? So you go into the locker room, you pep talk yourself, or you talk to a friend, you watch this video, you do whatever. Then you go back out on the field and you try your best to match this person, to spar with them. Friendly sparring, right? Friendly game of football, right? Not actually for, you know, a win or a trophy. This is all metaphor, right? I feel, and then you come back out from the locker room, down 14 points. People have counted you out. You counted yourself out. But you're like, you know what? I'm going to go out there. I'm going to finish this game, whether I win or lose. Whether I make a complete fool of myself working with this person, whether I make a complete fool of myself sitting across from the table from them at dinner, I've got a piece of broccoli stuck between my teeth, whatever. You're willing to go out and make a show of it. Put your effort out there. This, in a previous point in your life, because again, I think some Aquariuses have been in a slump. At a previous point, you may have, like, you know, forfeit the game. Threw in the towel. Forget it. I'm not going to put my effort towards that. But there's something along the line here where eventually I think you're kicked back. You're given like a, not kicked back. Oh, what's it called? A jump start, right? You're jump started back to life, Aquarius, by meeting this person, by being challenged by them. Do you think you could do this for me? Do you think that you could present these ideas to, you know, my shareholders within 2 weeks? Do you think you would want to go on a date with me? Like, those are challenges to what you previously were dealing with. Does that make sense? Oh my God. What an interesting reading. And you're going to get mid-month, you're going to get mid-January messages in a little bit. So I'm curious if this is going to show up for you. Now, your sixth position at the top of your reading is basically, well, if you remember from last year, if you were here, this is supposed to mimic like a 2-tier cake. And what do we put at the top of a cake? We usually put a candle at the top. And what do you do with the candle? You blow it out and then you make a wish on it, right? So this is your wish. This is what you are hoping for from the universe, whether you are aware of it or not. This is more of like a subconscious gift versus these are more practical in real life gifts or things that you can recognize in your day-to-day. This is a little bit more abstract from that. Now, the Chariot, major arcana for Cancer. So some of you could have been wishing for a Cancer, like, oh my God, I want him to ask me on a date, or I want her to ask me out, whatever. But what I was mentioning before with the Temperance card, which again is not here in your reading, but I was drawn to it because this is fire and this is water. The other element of blending two together is there in the Chariot. The Chariot consists of, in this case, a gold and a black sphinx. In other decks, it's usually black and white. But what do many tarot readers say about this card? In order to make a successful move forward, to journey forward, to reach a destination, the driver of the Chariot has to get these two opposing figures, these two polar opposite sphinxes or horses or oxen or whatever you see in various tarot decks, to go in the same direction. If one constantly pulls to the left and the other constantly pulls to the right, that's not going to get you far. They have to both agree to move forward. So what you're hoping for, what you're wishing for, what you are, meditating on or praying on, towards whatever you believe in or don't believe in up there in the ethers, right, is to see the merger that I already told you is already happening. But at some point, there's a little bit of a hiccup. There's a little bit of self-doubt. There's some anxieties and insecurities that pop up that makes you or the other person go, oh my God, I don't think this is going to work. It's going to work. It's right there. It's right here, here, and here. It's going to work, Aquarius. The Charioteer, or the Chariot card, and the driver of the Chariot move towards destinations that prosper. They do not move in any direction that is detrimental. The Chariot does not move towards bullshit. It moves away from bullshit. It moves away from self-doubt. It moves away from the mindset of lack. The Chariot is moving towards abundance and progress and expansion and all that good shit. Yeah? Other tarot readers will say that the Chariot follows the star, aka destiny. So this merger between you and this person, whether we're talking business, love, friendship, rekindling in some cases, or not rekindling, but reestablishing maybe broken ties amongst friends or family members. I wasn't really feeling that, but I just want to include that because, that could be, I did mention here, conditioning with family. So you might, in the process, find other connections, you know what I mean? So what do I mean by that? Find other connections. Let's say this person is your boss and they asked you to do the project. And then you got panicked because you remembered your parents, put so much pressure on you to succeed in school. At the same time that you're forging this new partnership with your boss, and that's going towards a very positive front, you may reconcile or heal, because that is the work of the Hermit, to heal old wounds with your parents. You might have to give them a call or visit them and, be like, look, I'm coming up to this really big job opportunity, and I kind of had a panic attack in the middle of my work day, and I wasn't sure why I felt that way. And you might go and tell your parents, you know why I had a panic attack? Not in a blaming way, but just in a personal revelation. I realized that I have so much anxiety in my heart or on my shoulders or in my brain when it comes to work and my finances and succeeding, because it was never good enough to come into the house and bring you guys grades that were less than an A, or to not be, a 4.0 or valedictorian. Like, there was just this enormous pressure on me to do the best. And now if I never do the best, I feel as though I failed entirely. Now, again, I'm not saying that you should do this. I'm not saying, I'm not your therapist. Please don't take this as homework or some shit like that. But that could be another byproduct of this merger with the King of Wands, right? You are able to mend fences or mend bridges with other people as well, okay? The Chariot is pretty straightforward. I'm not glad. Yeah, I am. I'm glad for you. I'm glad that it's at the top because it's so easy to read. It tops everything off very nicely. I don't think there's anything else I need to say about that, because you're going to move forward with this relationship no matter the type. If you don't, you don't have to. number one, tarot's not science. But if you do, I feel as though it would be really auspicious and really positive for you. I don't see any detrimental aspect here, other than self-doubt on part of you or the other person, or in some cases, both of you. Now, let's get you an oracle card and wrap this up, shall we? Which oracle deck for Aquarius for their birthday period? Please show me. Is that right? Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. All right, guys, you got the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Good old Doreen Virtue, the OG Oracle deck queen. Let's get you a card, huh? And again, Aquarius, if you like this reading, go ahead and like the video. If you want to comment, let me know how this resonated. I would love to know if you guys are, if you're like if there's literally, I'm not joking. Like, I'm not poking fun, I should say. I'm not poking fun at men who are short and dating taller women. Like, if that's your game, if that's what happens in your life and you find love that way, cool. But if you legit are a short guy and you're like stunned because some attractive taller woman is like all about you, please let me know, because that was so like that was like such a strong visual. I could not let it go for the longest. Anyway, oracle for Aquarius, please. Yeah, okay, thank you. One oracle card for Aquarius, please, for their birthday period. Ooh. There it is. Very good. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to say that name right. Abundanit? Oh my God. Abundantia? I bet it's about abundance. Abundantia or Duntia? It'll tell me in the book. Anyway, the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying about that Chariot and working with this person. Message from, I want to turn to the other page so they didn't tell me. Abundantia. Okay. Abundantia. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You are very powerful, and I'm here to support your growing power. It's right for you to receive this help as we function as a team. I've heard your prayers. Okay? I've heard your prayers, worries, and affirmations. I'm pouring my cornucopia of prosperity upon you now, so expect unforeseen windfalls and gifts. Notice the ideas, feelings, and visions within you. Hermit, come on. This guidance gives you clear direction about actions to take in conjunction with my assistance. Together, we're unstoppable. Various meanings to this card. Be open to receiving. A new windfall of money is coming to you. You have nothing to worry about. Your new venture will be financially successful. Visualize and affirm abundance. Abundance comes to you in many ways, including extra time, support, and ideas. Beautiful. Now, that spoke a lot about financial abundance. You don't have a single Pentacles card on the board. However, I still feel that works because I told you one of the scenarios that they were giving was like a business opportunity, working with a mentor or being headhunted by someone outside of the company that you currently work for and transitioning into a more successful line of work for yourself, a more successful partnership with someone. That to me was sort of in the subtext of that storyline. So even though we didn't talk about money directly, I hope you were able to pick up on that. And abundance or abundancia, right? Oh God, I cannot say that name. Abundancia also, I feel, was talking about the love thing. Abundance and love is just as well, maybe not just as prosperous, but it has a different type of prosperity to it as well. So if this is about starting into a significant relationship with someone, that will be abundant. Regardless, Aquarius, you on the come up, my friend. Congratulations. All right, Aquarius, that is your reading for your birthday period. I hope that it was insightful to you. I hope that it helped you or affirmed some things to you. I hope it comes true. I mean, statistically, it can't come true for all of you, but I hope it comes true for the very large majority of you, okay? If you liked it, like button is down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. Leave a comment, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, friends. That would be amazing. The channel continues to grow, and I really appreciate that. For this particular reading, you will see me in a year in 2021, my friends. But I will be back shortly to do mid-months with you guys in January, February readings, all kinds of stuff. So again, if you're not subscribed, be subscribed. That way you can see when I upload, okay? Aquarius, I thank you so much for watching this video today. Take care. Bye.